Welcome back to Noob Nights.
Bloop, we're underwater. I forgot we were underwater.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, right. So, Sean, I never explained to you what I did.
What'd you do?
I am recording from underneath a blanket.
You're recording from underneath a blanket.
That's right, a quilt specifically.
Wait, I'm the one who's recording. Why are you saying that you're the one who's recording?
I have a microphone.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're recording your voice. I guess
That's
makes
correct.
sense.
I guess technically you're recording my voice. But no, I really want to get acoustic foam. Those are those little squares that you see behind YouTubers.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to help like reduce some of the reverb. And I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be really good to improve the quality.
Interesting.
Doing the budget version of that, and Matt Pat got around this. He actually, the game theory guy.
No. I mean,
Yes,
actually, I do. I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I do.
John, you got to be more honest with the audience.
Well, I think the point is like you mentioned the guy's name, and like I didn't I was just thinking of like Matt Pat, and I'm like, who the heck's Matt Pat? I don't know. And then you said and then you said the game theory guy, and like who the heck's Matt Pat? Like that's like I'm like, wait a second.
It's all just a theory, a game theory.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that guy.
So these, of course,
anyways,
are Mocktroids. They're not real Metroids.
Right. Yeah,
But
they look like Metroids, but they only have one ball.
Actually, that reminds me of something interesting. Is that trick that I did in the first video. That's actually called a mock ball. When you can jump and then basically continue to keep going when you're That's the official speedrunner.
That's the official name. Okay, I saw that on GameFAQs, but I didn't make that connection. So what I was saying was Matt Pat on Game Theory, he would actually record in his closet with, like in the middle of hangers racked full of clothes.
Okay.
Because that would act as the acoustic foam. Acoustic foam is kind of expensive. It's like, I think it's like $20 for a square foot, and you need several of them. So I don't want to record in the closet, so I'm doing the next best thing. I just draped a blanket over everything. Hey, that guy looks friendly. Do you know what his name is?
I don't know. This is actually a good idea here.
Hit him with your X-ray.
I am like so out of this. Why did that not work? Oh, duh. That's why.
Oh.
Duh. I gotta do this.
Yeah, what happened?
That thing. Yeah,
so you figured out the thing. Yeah, so the trick with that is, I believe you can only have one beam equipped at any time.
That's right.
Otherwise, it won't work. Can you explain to the audience what you're doing?
So basically, I have the wave beam equipped, and then with the power bombs equipped, basically, it'll do one of these things. It actually does quite a substantial
How do you
amount
do
of
it?
damage. So you basically do a charge beam attack, while you have only one beam and the charge beam equipped. So like I have the wave beam and the charge beam.
Okay.
And then basically, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. You basically what?
Okay. So you go over here. You normally you can have a whole bunch equipped. I have the charge beam and the wave beam equipped. You equip the power bombs, okay, and then you hold a charge shot, and when it's fully charged, it will automatically do that one maneuver.
Can you show us the one with the ice beam?
Okay, so the one with the ice beam.
Because as I recall, each one has a different effect.
That's true.
Catch those that you can't have more than one of those. Yeah, so you get a cool little ice shield. That's, I guess, not terribly useful.
No, it's not.
What about Spazer?
I think the Spazer is like
Probably the best of the three.
no. And then there's obviously one for the plasma beam, which we haven't gotten yet. Yeah, that thing.
Whoa, holy crap. You can't, that's gotta have a use somewhere.
I'm not saying it doesn't have a use. I just typically don't use them.
Alright. Maybe you're just not good enough.
You see, I've been playing some other Metroid games, like the Game Boy games, and the controls for those are so different. So it's like I'm like reacquainting to Super Metroid controls.
Oh yeah, apparently he beat Metroid Zero Mission 3 times.
Yes, I did.
While
And
I
then
was gone.
That's true. It's a good game. I started playing one Metroidvania, and then you got to start playing the others. Like it just, I do have to say, like the Metroidvanias are probably my favorite.
Wait, so the thing you're trying to do now is the mock ball?
This is not a mock ball. Mock ball is the thing I did with that longest shortcut, where you're basically, I'm just trying to jump and get in there. I mean, if I had the spring ball, I guess it would be easier, but it's not that hard. Watch
Can
as I
you
take
take
15
off?
minutes to do this.
Yeah, you know, if you're gonna get this under 3 hours, you've already blown an entire episode getting the super bombs early. Super missile.
It's not. This one's not that hard. This one's easier.
Why don't you do a morph ball bomb jump from there?
Because this is easier.
He says on his 12th try.
Yeah, apparently I am totally blowing this.
Dog.
No, it's
Oh.
not hard.
Well, I think that ate up at least 5.
5 what? Minutes? We're at 7 minutes right now.
Oh, it took up. You took 7 minutes to do that?
No, I took.
That was a quick 7 minutes.
No, 7.
Damn, time
No,
sure really flies.
we're 7 minutes into the episode
Oh.
right now.
Crazy. The older you get, right? Have you ever heard of the idea that the older you get, the faster time seems to go?
Yes, I have heard that.
Apparently, it's because as you get older, a year of your life is a smaller fraction of your entire life.
Yeah,
So
I've
basically,
noticed.
that's why like when you're a kid and you get sent to timeout for like 1 minute, you're like, oh my god, I'm going to rot and die. But you know, then you grow up and you're like, man, a minute is nothing. Why did it seem like such a short span of time take so long? And it's just because every minute when you're like 10 years old, well, let's say like every, you know, a year is a 10th of your life. If you're 5
Sure.
years, a 5th of your life. And so the older you get, when you're like 80, it's 1/80th of your life. It's nothing.
Sure. I mean, I guess I could try to do it this way.
Are you trying to cheat the game?
No. I'm not trying
Is
to-
this-
I'm-
Is this
I'm
the
trying to do this the right way to do this, as opposed to, you know, the wrong way.
Sean uses speedrun strats to clear the game in over 10 hours run?
No.
Are you sure? I don't know.
I'm
It's starting to look like
positive.
it. Dog, you are losing time. That time is burning away, which is quite impressive because you're around all this water. Here we see that Sean. Oh my god. Doing what he does best. Shortcuts that take an eternity. You know, I named the first episode The Longest Shortcut.
Yeah, that's true. I know you did.
Oh yeah, that went up today. I figured I'd start putting out the Metroid episodes before we even finished putting out the Hollow Knight episodes, just to kind of give some diversity.
Sure. No, I think that's a good idea.
Good to give your audience a variety of content.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
this room. This room has annoyed me before.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Just do that forward, and There you go. Ah, you blew it. You blew it!
Yeah, as I said, I'm like so not used to these.
Oh, there you go. You blew it. I'm gonna title this one Sean Blows It. Oh, smack yourself into the wall strategically. Nice strategic smacking.
Come on.
I
By
have
the
a
way, this
feeling-
is actually where I'm supposed to be right now. This is not like a shortcut that I'm trying to do. And I need
Okay.
like another item. I don't need another item. I'm just sucking really bad.
I think maybe you're supposed to. No, it starts you off real close. There you go. I think you might have to actually. You might want to be close to that wall when you grapple it. I don't know, something. Oh, I know. Okay. So hear me out.
Yeah.
You're gonna go back up there again, latch onto that one instead of dropping it down. I think what it wants you to do is hold yourself close to the wall so you can wall jump off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
The funny thing is, like, I've been getting that on the first time too. So don't ask me how.
I'm telling you, I think recording is giving you some input lag. Oh, dude, it was right in front of your face. Jenkins, roll it back. Show us how right in front of his face that was. Oh,
Oh, come on.
embarrassing. Oh, so embarrassing. You can do it. This is where I stop heckling and you and I start. Oh, dude, come on. Oh, man.
That lag. Well, not the lag, but it just doesn't like me.
My motivation is going to push you farther beyond.
Okay.
You could do it. Get it, get it. Oh, okay. See, you're jumping. Oh, what did you do, Sean? Sean, dog. Sean, listen.
You're not helping.
We're gonna have to talk about this.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. No. Okay. So, the Mocktroids still suck?
Yes, absolutely. They suck.
Interesting. I mean, not interesting. I've played the game. I just forgot.
Yes. Okay. That was painful,
Nice.
but it's doable. That was doable.
I was very tense watching that.
I know. I felt tense too. Like it was like, what was I doing?
Oh, all right. Nice.
The good news is that we get the space jump after this, so that will hopefully alleviate some of the issues that we were having.
Oh, the space jump is so dope. Like, don't even get me started. Hey, wait a minute. So, how are you supposed to realize that those spikes are fake?
I have no idea.
Because, like, if you're playing the game very well... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did it freeze?
No.
Oh, do the thing.
There we go. I guess we'll try to cheese this guy the
I
old-fashioned
feel like
way.
there's so much waiting with this boss. Like, was any of that really necessary?
No.
Get him, Sean! Sean, we believe in you.
I know.
All one of us. Oh. Sean, I think
This
you're
guy's guy's completely boning my ass. Really bad.
I mean, kind of. That looks a little wrong. what he's doing with his proboscis.
Yeah, come on. Work for me. Yeah,
Oh.
it didn't really give me the window.
Talk about blowing it.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, God, holy crap! You gotta do something, dude.
I know.
Dog, you have to do something.
I don't know how I just got really bad at this game. Like, I feel like...
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a tip?
Yeah.
I think you want to start a little bit closer to the sides. Ooh! Oh, you got him!
Oh, yeah. He's done. He's toasted.
Oh. Shrimp toast. Toast your shrimp.
No, I knew I had him. That wasn't the issue. It was just, come on.
I think the implication is that they, like, eat her. Eat her.
Is it a her?
Kind of messed up. I think the implication is that was their mother, but they're like some kind of cannibalistic species. So when she dies, they like cannibalize her. I remember back in the day seeing that, I was like, holy shit, that's like really dark. But I mean, all things considered, some shit like that in the animal kingdom is like that. And like, you know,
So
they do them. I don't know. I'm not about it.
So this is like the pseudo screw attack. If you do a charged attack,
Yes.
and you
screw things.
That's correct.
Sean, you never said you were against cannibalism.
I didn't. So what
No.
are you implying that I am for it?
I'm simply asking, would you take a moment would you take a stance? Or is there a side of you that I've yet to know?
What if I
don't think
No.
Sean's a cannibal. For what
No.
it's worth.
Now here's the thing. What if like I don't actually have to kill them? Like they're already dead and I'm just, feasting on the remains. Is that acceptable?
No. I'm okay, so I would say that there is an extra fucked upness in like the sense of doing that to a living thing. But even if nothing else other than like health reasons, because some tribes are cannibalistic. But the thing about eating other people is you become very susceptible to diseases, especially prions. Prions.
Yeah.
Which are basically your musculature and your organs have proteins, and proteins are what is called folded a certain way. And with prions, what they are, they're misfolded proteins. And the issue with that is a misfolded protein, whenever it is like within the proximity of another protein of its kind, it will cause that protein to misfold as well. So, and so on. So that protein will cause other proteins to misfold, and it causes like holes in your tissue. And rabies is actually a prion disease.
No, not rabies.
Are you not rabies?
No,
yeah, that's
it was mad cow.
Mad cow is a prion disease, and it's spongiform encephalopathy, right?
Yeah,
bovine spongiform.
It'll kill you slowly.
Yeah, well, the reason it's called spongiform is because it puts holes in your brain, and your brain basically becomes a sponge, but not like the good. Oh, he so learns like a sponge. Like, you're gonna lose your mind and become a completely different person. And it's a horrible, scary thing. And one of the scary things about it is because it's not viral. You can't. It's not something that you can really find. Like, you would have to analyze all of the tissue, to even find it before it could do lots of damage. You only realize that it's there because it's already done lots of damage. And even when we know that it's there, I don't believe we actually have any cures for prion diseases yet. So if you end up with Mad Cow, we can say, yeah, you have Mad Cow, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, well,
It's
not.
kind of a scary thought.
Yeah, or it's actually like I forget what it's called. Like it's like Jacob's like whatever syndrome.
Oh,
like,
Jacob's, Creutzfeldt, am I ringing any bells?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll look it up. I'll throw it on screen. Bam. Yeah, that's another prion disease.
Actually, I should have done the other one, but that's okay. We'll come back to
Yes,
that.
no, not, yes, no. Hello,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Is Jacob, what's the face, a prion disease?
Yeah.
What does it do?
It messes with your brain really bad.
Yeah, and that shit sucks, I would imagine.
It would.
I'm guessing there's a hole down here.
Yeah, we'll just go this way.
Oh, the babies.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
Oh, what time are we at?
21 minutes.
21. Did you hear about the GME stock?
Oh yeah, I heard about
GameStop. Yeah. I was actually on Reddit while I was kind of going. There's a subreddit called Wall Street Bets, where they basically, I guess they found that there was like a hedge fund that was doing. They're called put shares, right? Where you're basically betting on the business to fail. Put options.
Put options. Yeah, I mean basically put options just a derivative, but I guess like just to kind of like explain the whole situation in the simplest way I can, is that basically a whole bunch of people were betting against GameStop because it was basically, I mean, with the advent of discs and stuff, or everything
they weren't doing great.
Online. No, they're not doing great. I mean, it's kind of like the Blockbuster of like video games now, because people basically can get all of their games through virtual downloading, and well, that's no longer very feasible. So people like, GameStop's gonna go out of business. So people are shorting it. So shorting is effectively where you borrow shares from somebody else, and you sell those shares at you sell the borrowed shares at a high price in hopes to buy to cover at when it goes down. So instead of like buy low and then sell high, you basically sell high and then buy low.
Right. It's almost, you are in a way borrowing those shares.
You are borrowing the shares, exactly. And the point is,
unlike with the buy high, sell low, the reason it's sell high, buy low is because you're basically borrowing shares to sell, and then you buy them back later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
for
exactly
their original value, or whatever value they're at. They become.
Right. No, that's exactly what you do. Okay. So.
Right.
Anyway, the point I was trying to make with
Spring
the
ball?
whole, spring ball, with buying low, selling high.
Yes.
So basically, the reason why people do that is because they think it's going to tank. But this one guy on Wall Street Bets, and I forget what the guy's name is, like, I think people are undervaluing GameStop, which basically means like I think everybody's betting against GameStop that it's going to flop. But I think yes, they're going to flop, but I don't think that they're in as bad a shape as everyone says they are.
Right. The idea is that they are in a position where they're trying to like become relevant again through. They're trying to avoid the downfall of Blockbuster, which was not trying to adapt with the changing times and the changing technology.
Right.
And the idea is that GameStop is in the process of restructuring itself.
Well, yeah. Well. I don't even necessarily think that the guy necessarily thinks that GameStop is gonna survive, but just that it's not doing as bad as people think.
Okay.
I don't know, but anyway, so he buys it when it's like $3 a share. It's absolute low, and then like he kind of is like, look guys, everybody's betting against this thing, so like the idea was that like if we basically like talk people into buying a whole bunch of this, buying and not selling and holding, that's going to drive the prices up. And the problem becomes that when you drive those prices up, it basically, how do I say this? Those people who shorted have to cover now, which means that they have to basically like scramble to, because when the price goes up, if they have to rebuy the shares, they got to buy it at a higher price.
Right, they owe that money.
They owe that money, so it's like, crap, I need to buy the shares. But the problem is that like it was so shorted that like it got into a position that like nobody was willing to actually buy them at market price. So it basically drove the price of those shares up like ridiculously high.
It went to like $460 something a share last I saw.
Yeah, so
up from like 6, 3, 4. What was it? What
like
did it start at?
$3 a share.
$3. So how much is this guy up? He's like up. Is this the guy who is up like $40 million or $20 million?
I forget how much he's up, but yeah, he's up a lot. And I don't know why, but my space jump is like funky.
You have to time it just right in this game. I remember that for damn sure. I absolutely love using the space jump, but it really has a learning curve. If you press it too, or it's not like, I don't know. It's like if you press it too early or too late, you just become unable to space jump.
Yes.
Until you touch the ground again.
That's true.
Last movie. This one does what?
Well, it does more damage, but also like well, that's the biggest thing. It does significantly more damage. But it also, like, these guys who I'm shooting, this particular breed of space pirate normally cannot
they're immune to everything else.
Right. So I think that was the whole thing. It's designed to say, hey, like, because you can't even escape this room until.
Look how strong you are. You've grown up so well. So, what? Can you tell me what's the deal with that pile of pancakes enemy that I don't think you ever see anywhere else?
I have no idea. That is a good question. It's a good question that I don't have the answer to, unfortunately.
It's one of the universe's greatest mysteries.
We'll go through this area down here backwards because we want to get back to that area. Now that I have the spring ball, it should work.
You are blowing through this game.
That is true.
Oh. All right. How far are you from your next boss?
I mean, next boss is Ridley.
So really? Wow.
Yeah. And actually, like, when I looked at the recording, it looked like for every hour that we record, the in-game time is actually only about 45 minutes. So.
In-game is 45 minutes. Really?
Yeah.
Weird. Well, I never said it was perfect. Actually, I said it was perfect. Pretty much perfect. But upon further thought, I think it would... I don't think speedrunners, now that I think of it, of this game, rely on this game's timer.
I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, well, speedrunners, I mean, I think the any percent is like, I don't know, it's like 40 minutes of real time, and then that's like 27 in-game minutes.
Dang,
so,
we would get that done in 1.5 episodes.
Yeah.
Huh. How close to 1 hour and 30 minutes, 45 minutes do you think you could get?
I didn't say an hour and 45 minutes. I said just
45. Do you think you could still make it under 45 minutes?
We've been doing this for almost 2 hours, so
Damn it!
I think not.
Well, how about 46 minutes?
We'll figure it out. It'll work. Okay, we'll go down here.
Oh.
We'll get the other reserve tank, and then we'll get out of here. And I'm just gonna skip the power bombs because, you know, I feel like power bombs are one of those things that, like, there's really no point in having a whole bunch. I mean, I guess for that one beam attack, but, you know, I just feel like I never use all of my power bombs.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying with the missiles and super missiles, but I guess to a greater extent with the power bombs, because you only have 13. They're like, oh god, I couldn't possibly blow through those. Meanwhile,
Okay.
I wonder
Sure.
if you just went into every room and laid a power bomb down, like in every room, how long would it take to actually go through those? Would you exhaust all of them?
So there's a total of 50 power bombs in the game, 50 super missiles, and 230 missiles.
That's max. You'll pick more up
Yes.
from enemy drops.
That's true. That is true.
Throw down a power bomb in the next room.
Just throw one out.
Yeah. Bang.
Little
Wow.
lag
I don't
there.
think I've ever seen the edge of that.
I've seen the edge of it. Okay, well, I think we're at a next time on Noob Nights point.
Woo!
So
All right,
next
we'll
time
see.
on Noob
What
Nights,
are we gonna do?
we'll just leave you hanging and see you on the next
Dog.
episode.
So you're burning away time.
Okay,
You're
bye.
blowing it. Okay, bye.